Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. Welcome back to Shadows over Innistrad yet again. We're on box number 5 of our case. So let's see what we can find, and let's just get right into things. So, we're looking for probably a Jace. We don't have a Jace yet. Of course, I mean, notable things to be looking for are Avacyn, pretty much any of the Planeswalkers, Arlen, Nahiri, Jace, Sorin, another Sorin would be good. We have a Sorin already, but another Sorin would be good. Notable rares, Thing in the Ice, Declaration in Stone, Westvale Abbey, Tireless Tracker, Thalia's Lieutenant, those kind of things. So that's what we're looking for from the rare perspective. And we should be able to put this here like that, and there like that. You should be able to see this fairly clearly if I hold it up, which you can, so that's good. The focus is good. Alrighty. Let's just get right in, right? Hope you're all doing fine on this Sunday evening. 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional rare or no additional flip or foil card in this pack. So our skeleton key leads us into, looks like a land. It's a land. A Drown Yard Temple. It's not bad. Your music has started again. Yes, I hear it. Is it too loud? I'm gonna turn it down a bit. And our flip card here is a Village Messenger. No big shocks right off the start. That's right. Let's move that over there. Look at that, it just ripped right, the package just ripped right in half. Right in half. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No foil or additional flip in this pack. Topplegeist, Call of the Bloodline. Stitchwing Scab leads us into gold card. A Prized Amalgam. So 3/3. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if it enters from your graveyard, or you cast it from your graveyard, return Prized Amalgam from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped at the beginning of your next end step. Interesting. I've heard of some interesting combos going on with that card, so there is that. Just didn't know if you wanted to be getting down and funky. An Uninvited Geist, who turns into an Unimpeded Trespasser. We got a land and a token in that pack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, the dad jokes are real. Inner Struggle leads us into, looks like another gold card. Oh! It's my first frog. We did it. We got a frog. So a 5 cost, green black 3 for a 6/6 death touch at the beginning of your upkeep. Sacrifice this guy unless you sacrifice a land. You may play additional lands. Play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever one or more land cards is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you draw a card. So he like turns on a draw mechanic, which is cool. And he himself is, you know, a 6/6 for 5 with Death Touch. I mean, you can't really go wrong. This is our first mythic. This is the first frog that we have. And our flip card here is a Sig Forge Master. We got a clue token and a... Man, rip that pack right in half again. My goodness. I know that Wizards moved to like the easy open packs and everything, but I've never had this. I didn't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So no foil or additional flip card. Let's see what else we got here. Fleeting Memories leads us into a blue rare, 2 cost, 2/1, Rattle Chains. Flash Flying. When Rattle Chains enters the battlefield, target spirit gains hexproof until end of turn. You may cast spirit spells as though they had flash. Very interesting idea. We'll see where it leads to with the next set. Spirits were fairly heavily used in the last Innistrad block, so it's your Hulk strength. And then we have a Kindly Stranger, which is a 2/3 that flips into a demon-possessed witch. Wow, that's actually pretty crazy. So you can only transform her if you have Delirium. And she's a 2/3 for 3. And her activated ability is pay a black and 2 if you have Delirium. And you flip her. And when you flip her, she becomes a 4/3. So instead of a 2/3, she's a 4/3. So double her power. And when you transform her, you get to destroy target creature. It's not bad. Not bad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. I think this is the farthest I've gone into a box so far without an additional flip or foil card. Runaway Carriage, Paranoid Parish Blade, Ulvenwald Mysteries leads us into a blue rare. Costs 4. It's going to be Welcome to the Fold. So, gain control of target creature, blah, blah, blah. And an Autumnal Gloom, which becomes a 4/4 hexproof with trample, which is pretty nice. Well, so I will show you. If you use sleeves, it's not a big deal, because the sleeves cover up the back. However, if you don't use sleeves, that's what you use this handy-dandy little thing for. It looks like a regular Magic cards. So what you do is you mark on this card what it is that you have. And you can even mark down here in the bottom corner, right here. You can mark the power and toughness if you want of the card, so that you know what it is when you're casting it, in case you don't remember what it is with the name. So anyway, you get that guy. There's also, they provided 2 different checklists in this set. The other checklist is for the mythics and rares. So that checklist, it's interesting, because one checklist is just for all the commons and uncommons, and one checklist is for all the rares and mythics that flip, and it's just kind of interesting, you know, that they split them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Okay, so there's our first additional flip or foil card here. So Tenacity is going to lead us into red rare, costs 1. So it's the Falconwrath Gorger. Nice little 2/1 guy for 1 that makes each of your vampires have a madness cost equal to its mana cost. So if you discard them, you can play them. He's not bad. Not a little bad little card. And then we have a Daring Sleuth, which is going to lead us into either a foil or another flip card. So let's just take a quick little peek here. It's not a foil. It is a flip card, and it is blue. So it's a thing in the ice. There you go. So there's a notable rare. It's a pricey rare. So I'll show you why it's a pricey rare. For 2 mana, you get an 0/4 defender that comes into play with 4 ice counters on it. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you remove an ice counter from thing in the ice. Then it has no ice counters on it, you transform it. And it transforms into this thing right here. Awoken Horror. Crazy gigantic thing. That is a 7/8. And it says, when this creature transforms into Awoken Horror, return all non-horror creatures to their owner's hand. So it's not only is it a 7/8, but it also is a bounce spell. So, you know, it's a thing. This box has started off sort of, you know, mediocre. So we're at, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. And Mad Prophet leads us into what looks like a land. I'll take a little peek there. It's a white-green land, so it's Fortified Village. So there's that. And then that's not a bad, you know, nice, you know, $4 or $5 price range, not terrible. Aberrant Researcher. This is basically like the, I think every flip card we've opened so far has either been a rare or uncommon, which is interesting. We haven't had any of the commons yet. It's interesting how some of these easy open packs open fairly easily and others do not. Very hit or miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we've got 8 commons, so we've got an additional flip or a foil card in this pack. Oh. Careful there, brain in a jar, or pick the brain, or whatever. So Silver Strike is going to lead us into another blue rare. Costs 4. Where's the focus on this? Costs 4. We got a Forgotten Creation. So 3/3 with Skulk. Nothing too fancy. And we've got an Heir of Falconwrath, which is going to lead us into, is it a flip card or is it a foil? Looks like a foil. It is a flip card. It's a foil flip card. Well, there you go. Foil flip card. So I was right and also right. But it's not a rare, it's just an uncommon. So we had a additional flip and a foil in that pack. Foil flippin'. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 again. 8 again with another Pick the Brain as the top uncommon there. Biting Rain leads us into a green, costs 4, an Underwalled Hydra, or an Ulvenweld Hydra. I don't have one of these yet, so that's a nice pickup. Add it to the collection. So that's 2 mythics we've gotten out of this box that we don't already have, which is nice. So It's a star for 6 with reach, and its power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. And when he enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a land card and put it on the battlefield tapped, which is not bad. Not terrible at all. And then we have an additional flip or foil in here, so we've got an Accursed Witch. Is it going to lead us into a foil or a flip? Let's take a quick look here. It's a foil card because it's not a flip. It doesn't have the flip symbol in the top corner. So it's Pieces of the Puzzle. A foil common. And our flip was, again, another uncommon. Even our foil flip was an uncommon. We have yet to get a common flip card at all. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, we've got another additional flip or a foil in this pack. Stone Quarry, leading us into a 3-cost white card. So it's Eerie Interlude. Yeah, there it is. So it's just a little bounce spell that, you know, in case you need some help. We got another Uninvited Geist. Let's see what the Uninvited Geist brought with them. Another flip card or foil here. It looks like a foil. And this is our foil rare. And it's not a Jace, unfortunately. It's a Rattlechains. So our foil rare for the box is a Rattlechains, which is kind of like meh. Nothing super exciting, so you know, this box has a lot to make up for. This box has a lot to make up for. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. Fleeting Memories leads us into what looks like a land. Green red land, so Game Trail. There he is. It's payback for the other box. Yeah, pretty much. And then I got a Pious Evangel. Another uncommon flip card. Well, the other box was just crazy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not as crazy as the Fat Pack I opened today, though. The Fat Pack I opened earlier today was crazy good. Like, it had a Avacyn, Declaration in Stone, Thalia's Lieutenant, Tireless Tracker, and a Westvale Abbey in it. And those are all cards that are well over, you know, they're in the $10 or way over the $10 range. So, like, I can't really complain. Our uncommons here. Ghoulsteed leads us into a blue rare. Costs 5. Oh, man. What blue rare costs 5? Double blue, though. Oh, it's a Jace. There he is. Scry 1, then draw a card. Return target creature to its owner's hand. You get an emblem with whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell each turn, counter that spell. So there's a little Jacer. Little Jace man. Little Jacer. And another flip uncommon. Kessig Forge Master again. So far we're only a third through. We're a third through the box and we've opened 3 mythics. And our foil rare. So, like, I mean, I feel like the rest of this box is just gonna be poop soup. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. ongoing investigation is going to lead us into... Looks like an artifact. 2 cost. It's the Graveyard? Graphstone? That's the one. Corrupted Graphstone. And another uncommon flip card. Clue token in there. You did say it would shine, and you were right. We'll see how the rest of the box goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So no additional flip card or foil in this pack. We got a Ghoul Steed, which is going to lead us into... Looks like a black rare. Markov Dread Knight. 3/3 flyer for 5. That has pay 3, discard a card, and put 2 1/1 counters on him. Our first common flip card. There it is. The Arsonists. Almost made it halfway through the box without getting a common flip card. Which is fine with me, because the uncommon flip cards are harder to come by, so... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. Skeleton Key. Skeleton Key is going to unlock for us a red rare. Costs 3. It's a 3/2. That's a Sin Prodder. So Sin Prodder's not bad. Not a bad pickup. It's Rob. So Rob is very much like Bob. Except that instead of you taking the damage for the additional card you draw, your opponent gets to choose whether you draw that card or discard that card. But your opponent then takes the damage equal to that card's converted mana cost. So it could give you another draw, you know, on your turn, or it could make your opponent take some damage depending on how it works out for you. Or your opponent can dump your lands off the top of your deck for you if you're not needing them. Or he can let you keep them, but then you draw them. So I mean, it's not on the top of your library, so you know that the next turn you're not going to draw that land. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 there, which means we're going to have an additional flip or a foil card in this pack. So Magnifying Glass. What does it see? Looks like a white rare. Costs 7 for a 4/4, so it's the Cavalry. Drogskull Cavalry. Very good in limited. 4/4 flyer for 7 is kind of steep, but it says whenever another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 2 life. And it has an ability for 4 that puts a 1/1 white spirit into play. So, you know, not horrible. In limited, very good. Very good in limited. Convicted Killer. Common. We got another common flip card, and it leads us into a foil Vessel of Nascency. This card seems very good to me. 1 cost green card. Pay 2, sack it. Right? Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land or planeswalker card from among them into your hand and put the rest into your graveyard. So it helps you get your delirium going, and it lets you basically draw 1 card off the top of the top 4 cards of your library. So you get to put 1 into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. So it's very easy to help you set up your delirium. And it's a nice little turn 1, turn 2 play if you've got nothing else going on in green. So not bad. Definitely a key player for limited, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. So we've got a Spectral Shepherd and a Forsaken. And we've got a Pale Rider of Trostad, which leads us into a green rare that costs 4. We're talking a 3/3 with trample, so Soul Swallower. There he is. So at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 4 or more cards in your graveyard, you put 3 1/1 counters on him, so he gets bigger every turn. Another common flip card. So there you go. We're finding our common flip cards now. So I think, I mean, like, we'd like to see... We need to see probably 2 more Mythics. We'd like to see an Avacyn, obviously. Would be ideal. Maybe even another Planeswalker would be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip. 1, 2. The Highland Lake is going to lead us into... Looks like a white rare for 8. That's the Angel of Deliverance, which is the guy that gets to exile things. So this one's interesting because it exiles them if he deals damage, but it never says that they don't get it back. It's just gone. It's just gone. Oh, did you want those things? Gone. They're gone. And we got a Thraben Gargoyle as our flip card, another uncommon flip card. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So no additional flip or foil in this pack. We've got a Howl Pact Resurgence, very good in limited as well. 3 costs green enchantment that has flash. That says each creature you control that's a wolf or werewolf gets +1/+1 and has trample. Very good for a red-green werewolves deck. And that's going to lead us into an artifact for 5, so Tamiyo's Journal. There it is. At the beginning of your upkeep, investigate. Sacrifice 3 clues. Search your library. And we've got a Kindly Stranger again, another uncommon flip card. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 again. No additional flip. 1, 2. So Humble the Brute is going to lead us into... Looks like an artifact for 3. So it's going to be the Slayer's Plate. That is the Slayer's Plate. Equipped creature gets +4/+2. When it dies, if it was a human, you get a 1/1 flyer. And a Duskwatch Recruiter as our uncommon. Okay. Get in there, pack. That pack cracking sound, you know? It's beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have an additional flip or foil card in this pack. And we've got a Woodland Stream, which is going to lead us into a red card for 3. It's not a creature, so we're looking at Harness the Storm. And the Smell, yeah. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, you may cast target card with the same name as that spell from your graveyard. You still have to pay its cost. However, it makes your lightning bolts that are in your graveyard amazing. Pay 1 red, cast a lightning bolt. Pay another red, cast another lightning bolt. Pay another red, cast the other lightning bolt from your graveyard. That might see some play. We'll see. Alright, we've got an additional flipper foil in this pack. So we've got a Town Gossip Mongerer, which is an uncommon, which is going to lead us into another flip green. So Sage of the Ancient Lore. It's a little rare. His power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your hand. When he enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and at the beginning of each upkeep, if no spell was played, you flip him. And then when you flip him, he becomes this big angry guy, where his power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in all players' hands. And he has Vigilance and Trample, which is crazy. So we've got a Clue token there. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 there. And we got 1, 2. Murderer's Axe leads us into white rare, cost 3. It's a 2/3 flyer, so the Bygone Bishop. There he is. And we got another Arsonist. Common. Flip card. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. And Griff's Boon. Griff's Boon. Show me what you got for me. Looks like a land, blue-black, choked estuary. Always good to have the lands, you know. The lands are very good. They help with everything in standard. And we got a common Solitary Hunter as our flip card. Come out of there, cards. Get out of that package. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got an additional flip or foil in this pack. We've got a Pale Rider of Trostad, who's going to lead us into... Looks like a multicolor rare. Blue, so Fevered Visions. Not anything stellar. That is not a rare. Get out of here, Pale Rider. So Fevered Visions goes here like that with those guys. And we have an additional flip or foil in here. So what is it? Is it a flip? It is not a flip, so it's a foil. And what is it? 2-cost black card. Murderous Compulsion. So destroy target tapped creature, and it has a madness cost that is the same as its regular cost. However, it goes from being a sorcery to being an instant if you need it to be. If you can discard it, I should say. Oh! Toss! Toss the pack. So we opened those 3 mythics in the first third of this box, and we haven't opened another mythic since. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional rare, or no additional flip or foil in this pack. Reckless Scholar is going to lead us into red. 4-cost. There's a mythic. Gold Knight Castigator. You know, ask for a mythic and you shall receive. You shall receive. You shall receive. Another Arsonist there. Clue. Yeah, that pack was just angry. He was like, how dare you ask for a mythic? I'm gonna just jump all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So no additional flip or foil in this pack. And the Mad Prophet foresees a Traverse the Ulvenwald in our future. So there he is. Search your library. So this card is interesting because it's sorcery for 1. Search your library for basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. If you have Delirium, though, you can search your library for a creature or land, reveal it, and put it into your hand. The reason this is good is because it doesn't say basic land. If you have Delirium, you can just go and get any land you want, which is nice. So not only can you go get a creature, but you could go get an Eye of Ugin, you know, whatever other, a wasteland, whatever you need, right? I guess you can't get an Eye of Ugin anymore since it's banned, but you know what I'm saying. Breakneck Rider was our flip card in that pack. Very good for a werewolf deck. 3/3 for 3 that then gives all your attacking creatures trample. I believe that's what it says. Let's just take a quick look here. Yeah, they get attacking creatures you control, get +1/+0, and have trample. So very good for a wolf deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. Howpack Resurgence, very good as well. And it's leading us into an Always Watching. Non-token creatures you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance. And there you can see the creepy angels kind of sitting amongst the rafters of a burnt down church, I guess, is kind of what it looks like. Always Watching. And our flip card there was a neglected heirloom equipment. So we're almost done this box. We haven't pulled anybody in. Oh, you know what's happening. You know why we're not getting anybody. You know why we're not getting anyone. Are we still playing golf with friends? I don't think we are. I don't think we are playing golf with friends. No wonder we haven't attracted anyone new to the stream this time, because, you know, we're not in the area where those people would be watching things. I'm sitting here wondering, I'm surprised like nobody's popped in to check it out, because normally when I do a Kraken Pack stream, I get probably anywhere between 10 to 15 new people popping in. I may only get one person following, maybe 2 people following, but like I get it, you know, I get a bunch of people coming in and out of the chat, just checking out what's going on. Well, these people are going to be joining now that we're in the correct category of game. It may take a while for people to find us. Anyway, we'll continue. We've got a whole nother box to open, so hopefully that makes up for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got an additional flip or foil in this pack. So we've got a Bound by Moonsilver, which is going to lead us into a red card, 2 cost. So that's an Avacyn's Judgment. It's a nice little burn spell that if you can discard it and cast it for its madness cost, it does quite a bit more damage. Quite a bit more. We got an Accursed Witch, which is going to lead us into our additional flip or foil card. And let's see, is it a flip? It is a flip. It's black, so it's an Elusive Tormentor. There you go. Little 4/4. That was the promo card that came out with the box purchases this time. So I'm now up to, I think, like 11 or 12 of those guys now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got an additional flip or foil in this pack as well. We've got a Dance with the Devils, a Creeping Dead, and a Foul Orchard as our uncommons. And the Foul Orchard is going to show us a 3 cost, 3/3 with Delirium, so it's an inexorable blob. That blobber, you know. And we've got an Abyssinian Missionaries, very good in limited. A 3/3 for 4 that if you have it equipped at the end of your end step, it turns into a 4/4 that it gets to exile something, which is kind of nice. But he's going to lead us into not a flip but a foil, and it's just a foil Forsaken Sanctuary. Nice little dual land foil, not you know, not a good dual land by any means, but it's a dual land nonetheless. And it's foily, so, you know, there's that. Sleeve that land. Never. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Listen, if I didn't sleeve the Jace or the thing in the ice, I'm not going to sleeve the land. All dual lands are good. Sleeve. Murderer's Axe leads us into a port town. So there you go. This is a nice little... a better dual land than the others. And we've got a Solitary Hunter as our flip card there. Can't believe I didn't change the game on my stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. Not Forgotten. Gissa's Bidding. Wildfield Scarecrow leads us into a black rare. Cost 3. So it's To the Slaughter. There it is, To the Slaughter. Target player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. If you have Delirium, they sacrifice both. And we had a Hinterland Logger there as our flip card. The flippest of flip cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So no additional flip and no foil. Graphmole. Indulgent Aristocrat. Leads us into a blue rare. Costs 5. So it's the counterspell. Confirm Suspicions. Another Hinterland Logger. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack either. An Erdwall Illuminator is going to lead us into a black rare. Costs 6. It's going to be the Ever After. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Each of those creatures is now a black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. Put Ever After on the bottom of its owner's library. And we had a Convicted Killer as our flip card. So we're still short 1 mythic, I'd say. Because I think on average we're seeing about 5 mythics per box. So we're short 1. So 1 more mythic, and we've only got 3 packs. And we haven't seen any of the other choice rares, really, other than the Thing in the Ice. We would like to see a Westphale Abbey, a Thalia's Lieutenant, or a Tireless Tracker. Any of those would be good to see. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. I think our rare is a red card. It is. Costs 6, so it's a Flame Blade Angel, but it's not a creature, so it's Devil's Playground. Devil's Playground. So you get some little Devilmans, and we got a Skin Invasion as our flip card. 2 packs left. We're still waiting on a mythic. Still waiting on a mythic. Stop. Why? Why have you done this? Pack of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No additional flip or foil in this pack. Okay. Artifact, 2 cost. So Brain in a Jar? Brain in a Jar. And we've got a Lambholt Pacifist, which is, some of you may have seen earlier. It's not really a pacifist, per se. 3/3 for 2 is not much of a pacifist. Can't attack unless you control something with 4 or more power, but not hard to pump a 3/3 to be 4 power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have an additional flip or foil in the last pack, okay? We're only at 4 mythics, 1 Thing in the Ice, couple of the dual lands. In fact, I think we have almost all of them. I think we're missing 1. Black-red? We're missing black-red. Yep. Guess's Bidding. Malevolent Whispers. Which is going to lead us into our last rare, which is red. 6 cost. Flameblade Angel. There it is. That Flameblade Angel. And Hermit of Natternolls is going to lead us into our last either foil or flip card. Is it a foil or is it a flip card? It's a flip card. It's a Gaia Reach Bandit. So 3-2. So that's that right there. So that's the end of that. I've been your host, MrBevers. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Also, check out my store, nerdvanastore.ca, as well as my Patreon, where you can get discount codes for that store for all your single needs. Most of the cards I open should be up on the site. If you don't see them there, you can send me a message and we can work something out. Thanks so much, everybody. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.